And we are live in 5, 4. Merry Christmas, everyone. I hope you are doing well out in Happy Land. Merry Christmas 2023. Welcome back to the transmission. Frank Monday broadcasting to you from Twilight Zone, Old Peking, Central Kingdom of the Celestial Dragon. Welcome, Wanderer, Wayfarer, Wizard, warrior, and wildcat alike, to another transmission. Whoever you are, wherever you are, and whenever you are receiving this transmission, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. So we had left off. I feel like more comfortable, I think, if this microphone's in the other ear. Is the sound quality still good? Give me the thumbs up if you can hear me okay. If you can hear me clearly on this Christmas Day in 2023. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. We're just what, 6 days out now from the new year. So we're walking right into 2024. You guys have any predictions for 2024? Do you do that? Do you make predictions? Let's see. How will the start of 2024 be? What energy will we be moving into in the first couple of days? We shall consult the tarot and we will accept whether it shows us good fortune or misfortune. We'll take a general energetic card for the start of 2024 right there. The sun, wow, isn't that nice? And that's what day it's going to be on to for the 100-day challenge. We're on day 17 now. Oh, it's one day, 2 days. No, it's a little early. That's okay. But we'll be coming off the great cycle of the major arcana and study of the major arcana. So that's a beautiful card for the start of, and it's the birth of the sun, is it not? There it is there. The solstice has passed and we're going into the new year. And it's the birth of the sun once again. Wow, I don't think we could have drawn a more auspicious card for the new year than the sun card. It's expansion, it's all things good, it's fertility, fecundity, prosperity, um, the giving forth of the horn of plenty. It's all of those things and more. So enjoy that energy, that beneficent divine energy reigning over you for the new year. The sun in Tiferet, all things good, harmony, equilibrium, sorry, the balancing of the spirit, the union and fellowship of the Angeli and Archangeli and human being, rejoicing as one for the birth of the King. So pray with me if you would. Holy art thou, Lord of the universe, the vast and the mighty one, creator of heaven and earth, maker of all things visible and invisible, master of both the light and the darkness. We adore thee and we invoke thee. Send us one of your divine spiritual agents, our holy guardian angel, to protect and guide us through the innumerable snares of the earthly sphere, and a cleansing wind to disperse all negativity and endless human opinion. We are with thee now, then, and forever. By the name of the Holy Trinity, the Father Dagon, the Mother Hydra, and the Son who art the Magi, hallowed be thy name. So it is commanded and confirmed, so mote it be. All right, good magic, everyone. So we've got a good tarot card going forward. We've got Christmas Day, and we're spending some fellowship together. If there are any questions from out there in Happy Land, we're about to finish up on the 100-day magical challenge. We're in the last few cards of the major arcana, so I've been drawing them. Had the sun card a moment ago. There's 18th, so we'll be moving into the moon next. All right, deception, self-deception, indulgence, dreams, some confusion. Then the sun, that great expanding card that we've drawn for the new year. When I already spoke on it a moment ago, there's the moon. That's coming up next. And then after that, judgment and the world. Must be here at the end, the world. And where's judgment? Did I already pass it? Unbelievable. Ah, okay. Okay, so welcome to those of you out there in Happy Land. This is a live Jive archive. We're looking at some tarot cards, the last few cards in the major arcana, the cards of spirit. So just had it. Go ahead and draw that card out as well. There we are. Okay. Yeah, so 18, 19, and 20 and 21. Right now, for me, we're in the star. Transmute the awakening, the meditation, the reflection, the verification. Now we are star, and we'll be moving into the moon, I just described, and the sun, which I described already, plus it's our card for the new year. And then we have the last two, the final judgment and the world. And I will leave those for you to investigate over the next couple of days. All right, next up is the dreaming mind, going into the dreaming mind, and then recovering the shadow memories from the dreaming mind. Have you written down anything tangible recently? If so, put it down in the comments below. Make sure you wish me Merry Christmas. Make sure you check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday, right? The old Nixon. I am not a crook. I put a little something, something in the tip jar, maybe a Christmas present. Soliciting Christmas gifts online. That's so, um, what's the word I'm looking for? uh, Dark Side Phil. Right, Dark Side Phil. That's his name. Funny. Yeah. So, what else is there going forward? What have you guys got on your list? I've already made it up to 6 different items that I've got on mine for right now. What about you? Did you put anything on your magical wish list for Santa Claus that he might bring you? I got myself a couple of small gifts. Number one, I bought myself some kobolds. I need to paint them, but yeah, you can see it there. I bought like a dozen of these guys. I want to prime them and then put some basic paints on them. I've painted a few dudes in my career, but painting a lot of dudes at one time, I've been watching some videos on it. I think I can work it out. All right. So as you're finishing up the 100-day challenge, 100-day magical challenge, do you have any questions on like perhaps your astral temple, right? Take a deep breath. Inhale, relax, and exhale. Take another deep breath. Raise the hands up if you like, and then exhale. Lower the hands down. Do three cleansing breaths. Right, the third one, number 3. Then hold your hands in some mantra or sutra or out or whatever you like, down at your lower dantian or your on top of your thighs or knees. And then take a deep breath and relax. So let's go on that little journey that we go on into the astral temple, into the realms of twilight, where you sit floating on your own energy, everything in complete darkness around you. And then a single point of light formulates before you, scintillating, shining, twinkling, moving gently towards you. You're aware of the firmament beneath you and the celestial dome above, pulling down the energy from the Ein Sof, forming the Kabbalistic cross. And drift gently from the pinpointing of the Kabbalistic cross on a single shining star, right? You enter into any scene you like. I like to start mine off on the side of a hill with the hill rising up behind me. I'm facing east. The hill rises towards the northwest and forward. The territory slopes down towards the great ocean in the south and the rivers from the east. And as I'm out on that cropping, it's wooded hillside behind me. The entrance in the western area of a crypt before me, the altar within the magical circle. Dragon rises from the east, transforming into a flaming bird in the south. A white tiger descending from the western mountains, and then transforming again into the grand snake tortoise in the north. Fuxi, ancient god of the octahedron. Above at Beidouxing is Yuanshi Tianzun, the one of beginningless formation, the eternal one. Do the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram with the stone altar, double cube black stone altar in front of you facing towards the east. The sun rises from the eastern horizon. You walk out to greet it. Holy thou who art Ra, and thy rising, even unto thee who art Ra, and thy strength, who travellest over the heavens at the uprising of the sun. Tahuti standeth in the prow in his splendor, and Rahor abideth at the helm. Hail unto thee from the abodes of the night. Make the banishing pentagram of the air element, envisioning it, its gold pentagram, flaming, scintillating. After fashioning it, invoke the name of the East in your mind, send it out, make the sign of silence, continue tracing your magical circle with your athame, walking, circumambulating to the south. Again, stand and ready, make the sign. Imagine the imagery of the feng shui elemental primeval energies circulating around you. Facing south, make the vanishing pentagram, fire pentagram. Ready yourself, make the sign of the enter, sending it out to the abodes of the universe, invoking the God name silently and in your mind. Go back into the sign of silence, receive the fire energy enveloping your shrine, pounding into you, purifying you, burning away the dross. Continue your circumambulation, making your circle with your athame to the west, envisioning the scene there, the rising mountains, the white descending tiger. Make the vanishing water pentagram in the west. Make the sign of the Emperor, invoking the God name and sending it out to the abodes of the universe. As you draw back into the sign of silence, receive the watery energy, the influx of the Western concourse, quenching the fire, refreshing you, and vitalizing you, balancing your emotional state, cheering you. Continue your circumambulation, making your circle towards the north. Inhale, form the vanishing pentagram of the earth element in bright emerald green, scintillating light. Draw up your athame, make the sign of the Emperor, sending it to the abodes of the universe, invoking the God name. As you draw back into the sign of silence, receive the earth energy, magnetic, stabilizing, polarizing force of gravity, great financial wealth, abundance, physical well being. Ready yourself and extend your athame, continuing your circumambulation and finishing your magical circle, walking towards with your wand finger or athame pointed towards the center of the eastern star. Withdraw your magical implement, your weapon, circumambulating back to behind your altar and facing east once again. Hands upraised, magical implement either tucked at your waist or in your hand. Ready to invoke, facing east. Before me, Raphael. Behind me, Gabriel. At my right hand, Michael. At my left hand, Uriel. For about me flame the pentagrams, and within me shines the six-rayed star. So it is commanded and confirmed, so mote it be. Okay. Having been behind your altar, contemplate now in a state of meditation with all of your divine gemstones illuminated and charged with energy, recharging them again, drawing down the energy from the great Angel Four and into the palace of light, down through all the Dantians, into Malkuth, Begubra, Begula, Leolam, Amen. All right, there you have it. That took about a few minutes, to work that one together. I did notice that there might have been somebody out there in Happy Land. Merry Christmas to Frank out in Jersey. Are you aware? Um, and welcome back if you're still there. That was a performance of the Lesser Banishing Ritual done at the elemental grade on the in the Astral Temple. Um, yeah, you can imagine now whatever wish you put out. If you were working on your Aladdin's lamp magical wish, you should have put it there before the closing. So once you finish your circle and you're standing behind your altar again, say your prayer to your individual divinity that will use the divine spiritual agents at your command to fulfill good magic on your behalf for the greater glory of the Godhead, right? And greater communication with the HGA. So whatever you sent out there, then you close and then you're done. That's it. That's very simple working. Welcome back. Free gift from God. How's it going, man? I did a little ritual prayer for Christmas and to wish all of you a happy new year under the auspice of the tarot card of the sun. Um, we're talking about wandering from dreamland back into the prime material plane to enjoy the Yuletide, to fa la 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 la, to enjoy the season's greetings, the holiday, the day off. I wish I had some mulled wine. All I've got is some coffee. I'll have to go have some food later for lunch. But a Christmas dinner would be nice. We had a Christmas dinner yesterday, though. We had a family dinner, and it was delightful. What about you, man? Are you gonna have a little Christmas dinner to celebrate the holidays? All right. Do you need a tarot card, man? Are you thinking about anything? Should I pull a tarot card for the Jersey Devil? Here you go. Wow. Enterprise. The young apprentice going out, seeking new financial beginnings, reaping in some minor successes in the realms of finance and some new job opportunities, being enterprising, looking for new ways to generate some of the coin, because having more coin is always good. So that's good. Maybe starting a new job or a promotion, some minor promotion, raising salary. It's a good thing to be on the lookout for. For me personally, anything, I don't know if I'll show it, but here, let me cut a card out for us. Um, I'm gonna share it. Cut back to the sun, though. That's good. And that one, too. Okay, so that's good. So had one bad cut and a couple of good cuts. Remember, O neophyte, goodness alone is power, silence is strength, will regaineth omnipotence, and love lieth at the foundation. Pathways of the Magi, we should be finishing by, according to this reckoning, by December 27th, which would be 2 days. Today's 25th, yeah, so 26, 27. That would be 2 days. But I got a little behind in my reckoning, maybe by 2 days. So I think it should finish on the 29th, is more of what I've got estimated. But it'll vary from practitioner, you know. Your mileage will vary. Time doesn't necessarily work exactly the way the calendar says it does. Build powers of healthy, constructive, discriminative power, rolling up sleeves, getting down to some serious work, beginning a new project requires attention to detail, making lists, actively taking off completed activities, and you know, taking pride in the little accomplishments, starting a healthy regime, researching nourishment, paying attention to health and nutrition better, setting up specific routing that will help manage. So this was back on the start of September, September, October, November, September, October, November, December, 4 months ago. I'd say we've achieved some of those things, definitely. Dream magic. Um, you're welcome. Anybody need a tarot card? Anybody out there in Happy Land is desirous of a tarot card or some general or specific question, let me know. I'll draw one for you. Um, I don't have anything else going on. I just wanted to check in with you guys and make some updates and chat a little bit. I haven't really made any videos here on YouTube in a while. We're about 20 minutes into this one. I guess we could talk a little longer. What's been going on? Just working a lot, you know, and doing some of my hobby practices. Like I said, doing some D&D. Got some books out, did some research, planned some sessions, played a few games. That was cool. Um, Didn't mostly a one shot type of thing. Didn't turn into a campaign, but could definitely turn into a campaign. I was using it as the beginning of a narrative that would have spanned, a campaign. Set up my altar to the three stars of the Taoist pantheon, which are like the stars that dwell within the three Dantians, three holy guardian angels. Um, haven't finished the painting for it's on the back of the other one, for the expression of the path of the Magi, but I will ultimately. I've got the blueprint for it. I just need to add paints and maybe a key, definition key. But when that's complete, that'll be fun. I'll share it with you guys. I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of my magnum opus. I don't know if it's something I ever will share with the world in exactly the detail that I set it up. But maybe like an inner circle of friends at some point. So, Merry Christmas, guys. If you guys don't have any tarot questions, I don't know what else, man, to hang out. I got nothing to talk about. Um, I want to talk about work related things, family related things. Okay, yeah. So Amber's playing in a play. That's my daughter. I don't know if you guys know that or not. My son's name is Dresden, and he's performing in a symphony, an orchestra. He plays the marimba, the xylophone, the zither, or whatever, the one that you beat. The marimba is the one he trains on mostly, but he plays the other ones too equally as well. So that's cool. I'm proud of him. I'm proud of my daughter. My daughter's going to be in a performance for Christmas. I think there's a little song and dance. I'm not exactly sure of all the details. I didn't participate in its operation. Okay, I will not draw any tarot cards for you then. I will uh, talk a little bit about maybe the three holy guardian angels. So, on the path of magic, when you summon that first guardian angel, then it's up to you how you visualize it and define it and manifest it, uh, the imagery used. So I won't be overly specific, but if you've known to develop your astral body, and then you can first develop the summoning of the holy guardian angel, and then merging with it and transfer of consciousness into it, so that you can use it in planar activity beyond just the physical being. And so entering into realms beyond this realm, the non-Euclidean dimensions. And then when you visit, you're within the celestial heavens. And so all of the starry emanations and the representations are out there, right? You can imagine the guardian angels, the high archangels, and angeli, the angelic forces that are at those stars, and the forces of angels that surround them. And then you can realize that they're appearing within the mind. So you have the North Star at the top, and then the three stars of Orion's belt, and the other stars coming down inside of the body. The belt stars and the mind stars, the eye and the triangle, and then those below swirling out beneath you, right? And so then all of those things aligning as a firmament and an energetic expression of your own internal realm. And you should map them to some extent, like all of the zodiac, the rotation of the zodiac, and be able to see them in the mind. That's the zodiacal crown. So when you go into your meditation, like we did a moment ago, and you close your eyes, and you're there with all of those stars swirling around you and those constellations as your crown, and then the Taiji within the body, and the five elements, and the octahedron, and the grand expression, and then the tetragrammaton, and all of these things within your mind simultaneously as you visualize doing your magic, right? The coming out onto the hill of the mind and the summoning of the double cube stone altar, and then all of your tools present on top of it, and magical bag of holding, at your waist. You can pull out anything you need, your athame, a staff, whatever. And then the divine expression of the four mythical beasts of the magical realm, right? The green dragon, red phoenix, white tiger, and black tortoise, and those things within your astral environment. You can see them, they're present. The interesting thing is when I started placing these energies within the pantheon of my own meditations, they actually were already where I thought they would be, right? Like those beings, all I had to do was know their image and embrace it as one expression of the divine whole. And then when I went into the fathomless cavern of dreamland, those all those elements were right where they needed to be. And then the entire process of coming up from like the depths of Golgotha and the caverns below, and then climbing the ladder, right? Climbing Jacob's ladder into the illuminated halls of the mind, and that whole pathway up the spinal tree, and then awakening to the endless unfolding of the tree of life. Like I've been there, I've seen that, I've experienced it going up into the upper levels of greater trees, right, as they rise up. And let's see, I'm maybe codifying too much of the inner spiritual experience into language. And then once you get in there, enjoying the grand party of the celestial kingdom, and then you can see those holy guardian angels enthroned within the Dantian, and you are them and you are more, right? An entire collection of spiritual beings and entities that swirl and form and enter and unify the human being, various qualities of different spirits, right? Like the pun in the whole, and the soul, the source of all of that energy that powers that entire expression, um, with limitless energy and limitless power. And then sinking into that center and living beyond into other realms. That's what it's all about, man. The birth of the energy, the magical awakening, the what do they call it? The chemical wedding of Christian Rosenkreuz, the sublimation of the Jing Qi, the the awakening of the Christ conscious. Yeah, that's a good one. That'd be a good message for uh, from the Steiner guys. What are anthroposophy, theosophy? They really like the Christ story, and it's a good one. The awakening of the Christ child and the divine parentage and all of mankind's sharing in that divine origin. That's really what the forefathers of the United States were originally up to. That all men should be entitled to spiritual freedom, and are, as their creator endowed them with inalienable rights. And they tried to spell out some of those rights, and they're just in their simplicity. They're saying we have them just as a part of our nature, right? A part of our human nature, and that only the highest divine authority is beyond that of man's authority. I will pour a little more hot water. And no more coffee, but I'll just have some boiled water. I'll see if I can open YouTube and check it. Is the sound quality okay? Is everybody having a wonderful, a Merry Christmas? I guess I should play some Christmas tunes. That's not what I'm gonna do though. I'm going to check to see if it's working. Here. Mr. Fish is having a Merry Christmas. He's chilling, swimming around. I fed him this morning. He misses food on Sunday, for Saturday, Sunday morning. So 2 days each week. They say it's okay though. I feed him like last time I feed him was one extra cookie on Friday night, and then so he misses all day Saturday, and then I come back on Sunday. So one day, less than 24 hours, I guess, a little over, without a snack, without a Mr. Fish snack. All right, let's see how it's doing. Frank Monday, Merry Christmas 2023, Part 2. Connect to the internet. Retry. Don't know if it'll work or not. Yeah, no, man, he misses one day a week of his food pellet. I don't fucking starve him. But they say they can go up to like 2 or 3 days and fast or whatever without a food pellet, and it doesn't bother him. But yeah, he misses one day a week of the food. But like I said, I give him a food pellet on Friday night, one extra the day of Friday, and sometimes one extra on Wednesday to make up for it, right? Because he's supposed to get two per day, and that'll be the last food pellet. One in the morning, one in the afternoon, or just two in the morning. It's 2 in the morning. I always give him two food pellets in the morning, 7:30. But yeah, I think he's fine, man. Um, I got nothing else to talk about really, man. I guess I'm just chilling, hanging out. I should do some art or something, get ready for my day. Oh, I built this. I told you guys about this already. I just built it this morning. Just made it out of cardboard, threw it together with hot glue. It was fun. I'll show it to you. Check it out. Psha. So I put a little vampire bat up there, and then like a wizard with some skeletons. So I guess he could be a necromancer. And all these little kobold dudes are down here. I'm gonna paint them. And then there's a bottle of wine, and then some Chinese gourd bottle of wine, and then some snacks. I should have one of those. Oh, that's a fisherman's friend. Then the card I'm contemplating for today. Here at the end of the 100-day magical challenge. Tree of Life I painted with watercolors. I wanted to finish it up, make it a little better, but I never did. Need to finish things. It's pretty close to finished. It needs like two more little colors. I won't sweat it. All right, I'll put those fisherman's friends back. And there you have it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. What's the tin? I don't know what tin you saw. There's a bunch of tins. There's a Copenhagen snuff that I brought back from the States. I brought back 2 cans of these. This is the first one. It's empty. Boop. Copenhagen. There's these tins. These were like some Chinese cough drops. I don't know what's in there, man. Whoa. There's a needle and thread. There's a compass, and then another tin with some little items in it. There we are. Yeah, so just having some hot boiled water now. Why is this not loading correctly? I'm not going to worry about it. You can't expect too much from the internet over here, man. The fact that we're able to even talk to each other is amazing. Yeah, have you guys seen any cool things on YouTube recently? So my top picks on YouTube, what have I been watching? I've been watching D&D channels that do crafting. So of course, I don't know if I've ever mentioned them in the past, but like DM Scotty, Black Magic Craft, Dungeon Craft, Professor Dungeon Master, these kind of guys. Wylock's Armory, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, Wylock's Armory, and then several others, of course. Guys that do dungeon terrain, the archive, the guy in the archive, what's that guy's name? RT Terrain or something. But so I've been watching that. I listened to like three different seasons of The Presidents Play D&D, where they use there's writers that use AI art and AI voices of Trump, Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and the other presidents. Sometimes Bush is in there. I've heard him in there. A couple of different ones. It's The DM is Ben Shapiro in one, and then like the Breaking Bad guy in another one. And there's, like I said, there's like three, four, or five of them. So it's just the presidents play D&D, or the presidents play Cthulhu. I forget the name of the creators, but it's on the edge of my memory. You can just look them up. It's real easy. YouTube, do a YouTube search. The presidents play D&D. What's some other stuff? Uh, SCP files, of course. I've listened to quite a few of those, and the Exploring series. The guy who does all different kinds of stuff. The Exploring series explores all kinds of stuff. So the name of that guy's channel is the Exploring series. I don't know if you guys know that one or not, but there's a lot of good audio from that. Um, Others, of course, you know that I always recommend quite a few esoteric and magic channels as well. And I always think Wrangler Star is a great one if you've never watched it. Oh, and the guy who does the camping videos, Corporal Kelly, Kelly's Corporal's Corner, Corporal's Corner. Yeah, I think that guy's name is Corporal Kelly, but he does a bushcraft, like overnight camping shelters and other woods related videos, knot tying, that kind of thing. Boy Scout skills. They're really cool. Marine Corps, though, yeah, he's a corporal or sergeant. I guess a corporal. So it's called Corporal's Corner, huh? Which means he was a sergeant at one point, right? Because a corporal's above a sergeant, isn't it? Or is it below it? Fuck, I don't know. I don't know military structure that well. Maybe you guys do. I could probably do a simple search and find out. I guess if that's Marine Corps. I think sergeant's the next grade, goes private sergeant, then corporal, if I'm correct. Might be wrong about that. Lieutenant. Do you guys know your military ranking, like how it goes? I guess it would be different too from the U.S. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, and now Space Force. We ever hear anything else about Space Force? Don't know if there was any more talk about that fantasy or not. The UFO on the Space Force flag. Did you guys see that? That was funny, huh? What was I gonna look for? I totally lost my train of thought. I bought a microphone. That's a cool thing. I'll use it with my laptop sometimes. I saw a cool video by a guy who does deep dives into things. So I've watched a couple of people that do deep dives. One is Mooncat, but it's spelled Mune, and I think it's M like U with an umlaut, and then N and E with an accent. So it's like Mooncat. But anyway, she calls herself Mooncat, I think, and she does deep dives. And then there's another guy, a British guy I watched, who did a few deep dives on different subjects, um, Bitcoin, internet scams, and other kinds of things like that. Motivational speakers, guys who run pyramid business scams, and all different of that nature of thing. That was fun. What else? What else has been going on? That's quite a bit. It's quite a bit of a breakdown from the old YouTube files. When I started watching YouTube back in the early days, I always thought, well, if I watch 10 hours of YouTube, I should make 1 hour of video, right? Or if I listen to that much YouTube, I should do 1/10 of content creation versus content consumption. but sometimes I just become a complete consumer, no creation at all. And I know a lot of YouTube wayfarers and wanderers of the tubes, they also don't do much content creation. I wonder what the percentage of people who use YouTube actually do content creation as well. I guess there's a bunch more that actually just use it without creating content than those who also create content. I don't know. Does anybody know the percentage on that? Maybe I should look it up. Maybe not. Maybe I should just enjoy my Christmas. I got nothing to talk about, guys. I just wanted to tune in and say hi and give you guys all updates. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We've already gone an hour and 45 minutes, so which is approximately 2 hours, which means it's time for me to go have lunch. So I will wish you all a lovely day, a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. If I don't see you before the New Year, and maybe I will, who knows? And hope you've been naughty, or hope you've been nice, not naughty, right? So that Santa has you on his good list and you get a present from Santa Claus. I got a couple presents from Santa Claus already, me being Santa Claus. Thereby, I made them for myself. Yes, Merry Christmas to you, Frank out in Jersey. Frater Francis, free gift from God. I hope you have a Merry Christmas, brother. And guys, don't forget to check me out on www.buymeacoffee.com/Frank Monday and put a little something, something in the tip jar. Also, the Discord, join the Discord, like the video, leave a comment, all that happy horse shit that makes YouTube's algorithms bark like a dog, right? Because aren't we all just Pavlonian dogs yapping into the void of cosmos? Um, be well and take care as we wander into the future. Do good magic. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Merry Christmas and bye for now.